Alright, how you doing, guys? Been a while since my last review. It's been like a month-ish. I guess when you count Otis break, it's been a little more than that. Anyway, yeah, even though it's inconvenient, I'm still gonna have to be using the iPhone because I would have to buy a new laptop entirely to record this properly, so I'm just gonna have to do it all one take again. So, yeah, I mean, I will be referencing notes because I wasn't, like amazed by this chapter. I'm not gonna remember it panel for panel, so I'll just be referencing some notes. So that when you see me look at the screen, look away from the screen, I'm looking at notes. So let's get this going. Um, Alright. About the cover page, I liked the touch that Saba was using his overly strong fingers to. He was probably accidentally crushing the nuts. I thought it was pretty amusing. Um, Not too much more to say about that. Um, so this chapter featured a lot of angry Luffy, which I haven't really been a fan of lately. Like, a thing I've always enjoyed about One Piece is, the relaxed nature of Luffy. There used to be a time when he was mostly chilled out and, just kind of relaxing. He would take a nap in the middle of the city and it would be just chill. And those days they're fairly behind us. One Piece has embraced itself as a serious, complicated story. And while I acknowledge this, of course, improves the writing aspect of it, I guess that's arguable, but anyway, it improves the writing aspect of it ostensibly. Um, yeah, I do miss that carefree side of Luffy, but I thought his antics this chapter, I don't know, I thought he was amusing as hell this chapter. He was, just some erupting volcano of rage. He was just, barking at Fujitora, and just, I thought it was pretty great. He was basically just saying fuck you to an admiral, like, repeatedly, and just talking shit to him. It was pretty amusing. So, while I have been tired of Angry Luffy overall, because, dude, anyway, he was fine this chapter. I thought it was great this chapter. But dude, Luffy's been fucking angry for like, what the fuck is it? He's been mostly angry for at least. I'm trying to think of the chapters where I've seen him mostly angry. It's been at least 150. Yeah, the screaming angry face Luffy. I'm just. There's only so many different ways Oda can draw it. Though, on a bit of a tangent, that is one of the major perks of One Piece you should appreciate is that no two faces Oda draws are ever the same. It's like he has this just gigantic photo album of all the faces he's ever drawn, and he knows how to draw each one just a little bit different. But the amazing thing is, I don't think he does that. I think he just references his past material so much and just has a natural knack for it and just knows how to put that little twist on it that he does it a little different each time. So that's one of the incredible things about One Piece, that each expression is different. And speaking of expressions, when Luffy was fighting Fujitora, his laughing expression, that was amazing. It just broke up the tension so nicely, and at the same time, it showed that Luffy is still definitely not ready to, just tackle an admiral. That was shown quite clearly when Fujitora put a very abrupt halt to the fight with the rubble floating above, and him using that gravity attack to just kind of dispel the situation. Uh, what else do we have? Okay. Yeah. So Fujitora's comments on that page with the rubble floating above him. An interesting frame is starting to develop for our story and characters. So last chapter, I was incredibly interested in the comment that Sengoku said the D's all lead a life of tragedy, and we've partly seen that with Luffy. The climax of that being Ace dying, of course, but there have been little and big tragedies in between them too. The Straw Hat separation. I guess you could say Luffy versus Usopp. There's been several things. Oh, Mary, of course. um, what else? But yeah, he basically says Fujitora that their lives are going to become hell. And that's a dark twist to just outright say that in a children's manga, that the main characters' lives are going to become hell. Now, we've had the New World, we've had it being built up as this destination of absolute craziness, madness, hardship. Rayleigh said to continue to expand your imagination because the Grand Line will always exceed it. You know, he was referencing the New World too. Yeah, it has never been directly stated in this manga, in all of its 799 chapters, that the main characters' lives will become hell. So that's just a little extra push that Oda is giving to just make the situation even more serious. So it's an interesting frame to put this in, you know, for dramatization. But I think that's all I got for that. Yeah. Alright. I think this will be short, but yeah, it's an interesting twist that Fujitora cut his own eyes. It's far more interesting than him just being naturally blind. Of course, you always wonder how people get their scars in One Piece. It's a very common theme of the manga that, you know, people are getting scars as they go on. Eustace has new scars. Luffy has, you know, new scars. It's been like 5 years, but, you know, they're still new to me. Just, it's a theme of the manga that people get their scars and they move on with their life. And One Piece, I always try to look at it as a metaphor for life. A well-led, you know, life filled with risks and all that type of stuff. I always try to look at it as a metaphor. So yeah, it's all about taking your scars and hustling along with them. Yeah. What else? Oh my god, I love this part of the chapter. Okay, so Fujitora was trying to picture what Luffy would look like, and this part of the chapter was so freaking touching. He said that Luffy would probably have a really kind face. That made me smile. Like, the chapter was really tense before that, but, you know, one of the things about One Piece is it can always, like, shift the tone in, like, a flat fucking second. It can just blindside you with tone shifts. So I really enjoyed that part. That was a classic One Piece moment. That was very good writing. What else we got? Always exciting when we can see a new ship in One Piece. We saw the Ave Maria. Was that it? Let's look. Ave Maria. I don't see it. Anyway. Oh, the Yonta Maria. Yonta Maria. Okay. It's another real life pirate tie-in, which I'm not going to explore those too fully. You can, but any connections you make with them are going to be vague. And they're never going to fully translate to the manga. So while they're fun to dabble with, they're not some rough roadmap to the path the characters are going to take, or like that ship will take, you know, which we're not going to see that ship much again, but, you know, just an example. What else? Okay, so the incredibly large fleet that Luffy just supposedly got, it's expected, of course. We all knew from just the manga itself that he was going to get tons of allies, but I don't think any of us expected it to be several thousand. I thought it would cap out at just like a few hundred. I thought most of us thought that. I guess the only way you could not say that is if you thought Usopp's followers would be counted, and that's supposed to be 8,000. Oh, sorry, I was cracking my back. I work a lot. And I'm also tired. What else? Yeah. Oda gathered a really nice group of characters there. I wasn't truly impressed with any of them, but come on, they're side characters, and Dressrosa had fucking like, Jesus, 100 characters at least. It was a huge arc. But yeah, I wasn't truly impressed with them except with like Cavendish. I thought Cavendish was a great character. I don't mind any of them. I would have liked to seen Suleiman, the guy with the like winged hat, whatever thing. Man, I had such high hopes for that character when I saw him in the Coliseum, and he just wasn't really explored that much. I thought Oda kind of used up a good design there a little too early, and you know, with this manga, you can always hope that they'll do something decently significant later on. Suleiman is not going to do anything huge, but damn, I'm already 10 minutes. Yeah, this is just no one expected several thousand. That's just huge, and it's so things are really shifting into gear now. Like it's official now. There's not just these, you know, theories that Luffy is going to have a big fleet. He has a gigantic fleet, like on par with the Whitebeard pirates. It's pretty interesting. I had no idea Oda was going to go that direction to have his fleet already possibly, you know, we don't know if he'll accept or not, already possibly be as big as like the Whitebeard pirates or something, which I've of course been curious what they're up to. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna mind seeing those side characters again. You know, they're just recurring characters are a part of the fabric of this manga, and that's all I can really say about this chapter for now. Alright, now what to say in general. Yeah, the reason I didn't review the last chapters, number one reason, I have been working. Like doubles, I work at a very busy restaurant, I work quite a bit, you know, 50 plus hours a week. Yeah, just, there's a lot of stuff that always needs to be done there. Yeah, so that's why that was happening. Oh, number two reason, 795 was a big point in the manga. I thought it was an incredible chapter. The later chapters had trouble following it up. I thought 796, if that was the one where, if that was the cooldown chapter with Sabo, I think that might have been 794. Anyway, if it was that one, then I liked that one as well. The Rebecca chapter, I did not care for. I don't, you know, I don't care for her as a character. Yeah, so my reviews are still very, very much in the testing phase, like, ridiculously so. I'm recording on an iPhone after all. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a rating system. I guess I'll do one for this chapter. I'll give it a 3 out of 5, good. And, yeah, hopefully I get better equipment soon. I've got the money. I'm just incredibly frugal. Frugal doesn't even really describe it because my car has been just chugging along like almost inoperable. Like I'm talking dangerously inoperable because like it will not accelerate past well, it will. So okay, so when I back up my car, it'll stay at 5 to 10 miles per hour for about 20 seconds, and that's a long time. And anytime I stop the car, even if it's for a second, it seems to reset, and I have to accelerate for about 30 seconds, going at like 10, 20 miles per hour, until I can finally get the thing going to like 30 or 40, or if I'm lucky, 50 miles per hour. Yeah, I could have repaired this thing a long time ago. I admit that it's dangerous that I've been driving the damn thing. I try to avoid busy roads.